Alright, so here's another version of the story now. According to Yard Hype, they said that Jamaica online personality Akeem Dunbar, who is better known as World Dog, same person what we call Facebook hero or what we call hero, is reportedly receiving treatment in a Florida hospital after being shot early on Tuesday morning. The early morning shooting claimed the life of an associate of the comedian. The shooting took place in Miramar, Miami, in Florida, and according to the reports, the Broward Sheriff Office and Miramar Police are currently investigating two different shootings that took place in that same area Tuesday morning. They don't know if they are related. It is suspected that they are related. I don't know if the man them a drive around and shoot after each other or what, and somebody eventually gets shot, or if it's two completely different situations. This is Miami. This is Florida. A whole lot goes down here. Who knows, knows. Now, according to this, sources says that World Dog's friend named Joe was the victim of the shooting. In news reports circulating online, an associate of World Dog called Biggs can be seen in videos being handcuffed and taken away from the scene by law enforcement officers in the area. The incident took place just a few hours after World Dog had posted a message on his Instagram story asking someone named Sinna, SYNNNAA_Sinna, to pay him his money. He tagged the person at Sinna. You know, pay me, bad man. Well, a black BMW that was at the scene is believed to be owned by World Dog. NBC6 channel news cameras captured authorities setting up barriers and investigating the dark-colored BMW, which sat there in the road with all the doors open wide, right? And it is also said, well, it came on as breaking news. It is also said that the shooting took place after a Jamaican party, and the argument that led to the shooting started at the Jamaican party. Now, with that said, let's give it to you exactly how it came across from the news reporters in Florida. Miramar police are now investigating this deadly shooting in Dunkin' parking lot. Dunkin' meaning Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. It is said that the argument spilled over from the Jamaican party over to the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. Miramar police are investigating this deadly shooting that occurred Tuesday morning, and it involves two victims. Authorities have confirmed this to Local 10 News. And according to the police, the shooting occurred in the 6200 block of Miramar Parkway. Sky 10 News was above the scene as a Dunkin' parking lot was blocked off with crime scene tape. Sky 10 fly their drones and helicopters and do aerial views of the crime scene, etc. The police confirmed that one person was killed and that another person was injured in the shooting. We know now that the person who was injured in the shooting is World Dog. The person that was killed is an associate of World Dog that goes by the name of Joe. It is said that Joe's people came to the scene of the shooting and all hell broke loose. Patricia Rivera, who lived nearby, an eyewitness, she told Local 10's Joseph Oho that she heard the shots ring out about 3:30 a.m. At 3:29 exactly, I hear multiple shots. One after the other, after the other, after the other, she said. I was like, oh my God, those are gunshots. Those are not fireworks. This is what she said to the police. The police would show up to the Dunkin' Donuts place and where they would find a bunch of shell casings in the parking lot. Man, them a play gun war. However, they were not able to locate any of the victims or any of the vehicles that were involved in the incident, says Miramar Police Sergeant Tiffany Roy, because everybody who was involved left the scene. Shortly after that, though, the police received additional 911 calls. One came from a man who had been shot and was already at the Memorial Regional Hospital. So, if you get shot, the police coordinates with the hospitals. So they would contact the hospitals and say, hey, do y'all have any reports of a shootout in any surrounding areas? And they would say, yeah, we have a report of a shooting, but we don't have any victims or anybody involved here. And then the hospital would tell the police department to further their investigation or to help them with the investigation. Well, we have a man here that just showed up at the hospital with gunshot wounds. You might want to come over here and talk to him, see if he's a part of whatever happened out there. So this is what happened. Shortly after the police received additional 911 calls, one man who had been shot had already made his way to the Memorial Regional Hospital, carry himself to a hospital, right? Another 911 call then came in from the area of State Road 7 and Southwest 23rd Street, where Local 10's news channel cameras captured the BMW with its doors open and the police talking with witnesses who were around. At least one person was taken away in handcuffs, and that one person is said to be a friend of World Dawg's that goes by the name of Biggs. Police said a man died in the area from his injuries after being shot also. So I'm guessing that World Dawg took himself to the hospital, and he's the one that went to the hospital because it has two victims in the shooting, and the other person did not make it to the hospital. He died out a road. Family members showed up to the scene. They said that when the family members showed up to the scene, they were overcome with emotions. The news of the victim's death was so devastating for the victim's pregnant wife that she had to be taken away by emergency medical services, ambulance people. So we know now that Joe was the one who died. He's the only one who died. That means Channel 10, Local 10 News is reporting that his wife showed up to the scene and she was pregnant and she basically lost it, and they had to put her in an ambulance and give her emergency medical attention and take her away from the scene. Though the police believe that the altercation started at the Dunkin', they say that both parties left the area following the shooting. Now, what we know now is that the argument did not start and the altercation did not start at the Dunkin'. Eyewitnesses have reported that the altercation started at a Jamaican party first and then escalated and they took it somewhere else and it go out a road and it ended up where the shooting happened over at the Dunkin'. Like the police said though, both parties left the area after them shoot up the place. The circumstances leading up to the shooting, according to the police officers in Miramar, is still hazy. It remains under investigation, but they did say that they have witnesses who are cooperating with them and are telling them what they witnessed from the party to the Dunkin' to, I don't know if it's one of them situations where, you finish party and you go buy Dunkin' Donut, go get a cup of coffee or go get something for drink and something for eat, call like alcohol in your system and you feel away or something like that. One of those things, and then you buck up in who you was arguing with at the party, or them trail you over there and, war continue. We don't know if it has anything to do with World Dawg sending that text to Sinner, telling Sinner if him not pay me my money, bad man, like you're not paying me my money, which would imply that he loaned some money to somebody who is refusing to pay him back. However, there's also talks out there about World Dog having a falling out with some brethren of his who made a video in recent times saying that he was going to make sure that something happened to him. Now, them just left Jamaica, just the other day. They just had Swiss Lee's birthday party. It was a go. It was big. It was huge. It was in Jamaica. Everybody was festive. And then to get back to the US and then this happened. I know what a lot of people are going to say now. Oh, me think say only in Jamaica them something ya happen. Well, I can tell you about Miramar and North Miami and Broward County down in that area, Lauderhill area, Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale, them place there. Whole heap of Jamaicans live in that area and also whole heap of activities go on in that area. Let's put it like this. Somebody say if you're beefing with somebody in Jamaica, there are certain places that you just don't move to in the United States of America because you won't be safe. One of the places, don't move go to Brooklyn, New York. Don't move go certain places like that. And mainly, do not move to Miami and definitely don't move to places like Fort Lauderdale, Miramar, them kind of place there, which is where World Dog them got into this altercation at. Well, news that we have received behind the scenes says World Dog was shot. He was shot in the shoulder. We can't reveal who said what, but we can tell you what the streets are saying, or what we heard was that he was shot in the shoulder and he was taken in and treated and he's going to have surgery. A lot of people are saying they're praying for him and them hope saying pull through. Well, he should pull through. It's a shoulder shot, but whoever is praying for him, keep on praying for him. So news out there saying he got shot in the neck, or him got shot in at the side of the head, or he got shot in his chest. We've heard that it was in the shoulder, so he should be okay. However, when he got pulled in to the hospital, party him come from, so he was intoxicated, and with that he was acting erratic, and the medical staff had to do what they had to do. So I believe they had to incubate him and work on him then. I'm sure that we will hear more about what caused this, or what was this about. Anything, it could be anything. This is Florida, and those who know it goes down in Florida, especially down in that part that's closer to Miami side of Florida. But check it. The story about his friend who said he might gonna make something happen to him, this doesn't have to be that case. It could just be somebody else completely different that he actually got caught up in something with at a party. It doesn't even have to be Sinner who him claim owe him money and he's asking if he's not gonna pay him. It doesn't have to be, but 1 plus 1 can equal 2 almost all the times. So we'll stay close to this story and we hope World Dog pull through. And as far as Joe goes, boy, sorry can't bring him back. He's gone. I feel bad for his wife. She's pregnant at the moment. So that's a child that won't have a father. And the story gets worse. So we'll stay close to it and see what else develops as time goes by. One thing I know for sure is this. In the state of Florida, let's put it like this. In America, it's kind of hard to get away with these kind of things like public shooting and these things. There are cameras everywhere, even in places you wouldn't think the cameras are at. So it's just a matter of time before law enforcement officials go look for those cameras, pull them out, get their footage, and piece the pieces together and see who did what and what actually took place. So stay tuned, right? We'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.